most of Pokemon's moves are fairly balanced. Keyword most. But what's up, fellas? I'm Matt, and today Elias and I have made up some straight up evil moves. Some of them would be way too strong, some would break the game, and some of them are just rude. Alright, let's get started.
What's up? I'm Elias, and let's kick things off with Bug Zapper. In most scenarios, it would be your standard electric type move, but if you use it on a bug type Pokemon, they'll be knocked out instantly. In theory, we could balance out the move in a few ways, like lowering the accuracy if the target is a bug type, but this is the video about evil moves. It'll be 100% accurate no matter who you're hitting. Goodbye forever, Volcarona.
Let's do a few more moves in that same vein. Extinguish with Oko Fire-type Pokemon, Two Birds One Stone would be a spread move that Oko's flying types, and you know what? Let's make Mousetrap specifically insta-kill Mousehold. There are other Pokemon inspired by mice in some way, of course, but don't worry about it.
Belly Drum is the epitome of high risk, high reward. The user's attack stat is boosted by 12 stages, which is guaranteed to max it out, but the drawback is pretty severe to compensate. You also lose half of your max HP. Despite that setback, plenty of Pokemon have seen some degree of success with this move, like Lanoon, Charizard, Snorlax, and Azumarill.
Well, our move Belly Drum set would be much less risky to say the least. The user would max out all of their stats, including accuracy and evasion, and in exchange they'd lose a whopping 1 HP. In a way, this move is reminiscent of a Gen 1 glitch, where missing Jump Kick and High Jump Kick only results in 1 HP's worth of crash damage. But we're doing this nonsense with Belly Drum set on purpose. Let's just say it's a good thing we're not working for Game Freak.
Most priority attacks have just +1 priority. There's Mach Punch, Aqua Jet, Accelerock, and so on and so on. A few attacks have higher priority, like Upper Hand, Extreme Speed, and Fake Out, but our new move Light Speed Zip would have +10 priority. It would be guaranteed to come out before everything else because the highest priority move in the game is Helping Hand, which is only +5. Thankfully, it's a bug type attack.
Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer. Why would Light Speed Zip be bug type? Would you like to explain yourself?
No.
Okay. Light Speed Zip doesn't bypass Protect and his cousins by default, but that's because it doesn't have to. Most forms of protection have +4 priority, although the partial protection moves Wide Guard and Quick Guard are +3 instead. Since Light Speed Zip is +10 priority, it'll always come out before the protection moves, and everything else for that matter.
Revival Blessing seemed like it'd be a game-changing move when Scarlet and Violet came out. There are plenty of moves and abilities that can heal Pokemon in Link battles, but there was no way to revive them. That all changed with Pawmot and Rabska's new move. But after people played around with all the new stuff, Revival Blessing turned out to be not that broken. Well, our new move Revival Miracle takes the same concept to the next level.
Revival Blessing is balanced by the fact that it only has 1 power point. It also only heals the revived Pokemon back to half health. While Revival Miracle would have 40 power points by default, which can be increased to 64 with items. It would also heal the recipient all the way back to full. Actually, you know what? Let's make it revive all your fainted teammates at once. This move absolutely should not actually exist, but we're not working for Game Freak, so it's all good.
People say that Pokemon is too easy, but our new move Quiz would fix that. The user channels their inner game show host and gives their opponent a randomly selected trivia question. If you get it right, you can move as normal. But if you get a question wrong, you lose your turn entirely, and whatever moves you were going to use will get cancelled. If you were in the middle of using something like Fly, you're staying up there until further notice.
And Elias, I'm pretty sure if you went out in a hurricane, you'd blow away eventually, so...
I don't think so. I can hold on to things for long periods of time.
Next video is going to be Elias demonstrating the human flag in a hurricane.
I wish I could do a human flag without a hurricane.
Since our goal today is to make this game as miserable as possible, you wouldn't get multiple choice answers to pick from. You have to type in the answer yourself. Spelling counts as well, and the keyboard's autocomplete feature would be disabled. Good luck!
Case sensitivity.
This move would add a new, absolutely terrible dimension to Pokemon battles. If you can do a human flag, leave a comment.
If you can provide proof that you can do a human flag, we'll give you a shout out at the end of the next video. Instead of playing the game and trying to win by, fighting Pokemon, you can test your opponent's general knowledge instead, defeating the entire purpose of the game. There's one other issue to consider. Pokemon exists in many different languages, so what would happen if the user and target are playing 2 different localizations? We can either solve a problem or create a new one here.
We could make the question's language match the target's game to ensure they understand it, or we could randomize the language you get instead. Since this video is about evil moves, I think you know what we're picking. In fact, let's include languages without a Pokemon localization in the question bank. Everybody thinks they're the bee's knees, so they have to answer a trivia question in Slovak.
RNG is a common point of frustration in Pokemon, and this next move would not help whatsoever. Flipping a coin is a nice way to make low-stakes decisions. For example, choosing between which college to go to.
Oh no!
Like choosing between 2 movies you want to watch. Unless one of them is Star Wars, then it should always be Star Wars. Well, our new move, Evil Coin Flip, would be Well, let's just say the stakes are a little higher.
Upon using this move, the user flips a coin. If it lands on head, the target faints instantly. But if it lands on tails, the user faints instead. Bye, thanks for playing. Evil coin flip is a ground type move, because that's where coins usually end up when I flip them. My hand-eye coordination is quite bad. Frown.
I think competitive Pokemon could use more Feraligatr, so introducing a new signature move, Feraligatr Punch. Great name, right? Anyway, it would be a standard water type move, except for one small microscopic enormous gargantuan thing. Feraligatr Punch is guaranteed to delete your save file. Feraligatr Punch is guaranteed to burn, paralyze, poison, confuse, infatuate, and freeze the target and put them to sleep. How? Stop asking questions. The infatuation effect would also work regardless of genders, because
Feraligatr is canonically bisexual, I decided. This move would be absolutely miserable, because it immobilizes you in so many ways. Before you have a chance to do anything, you have to wait for Sleep and Freeze to run out. Sleep lasts up to 3 turns, but Freeze can potentially last forever. You have a 1 in 5 chance of thawing out each turn with no hard cap. Even when those statuses run out, Paralysis, Confusion, and Infatuation can make you lose your turn too. Those 3 statuses combined have a 75% chance to wipe out any given turn. You're also taking burn and poison damage the entire time, so there's a good chance you'll faint before you can do anything. Even if you do get a move off, your attack and speed stats would both be halved, thanks to burn and paralysis respectively.
There is a notable downside to Feraligatr Punch though. What, it's not strong enough?
Read the script, man.
In competitive play, Feraligatr's ability of choice is typically Sheer Force, which boosts attacks with secondary effects by 30%. In exchange though, the secondary effects will never trigger. Since the whole point of Feraligatr Punch is the secondary effects, you should avoid Sheer Force at all costs. You'd be best off using its other ability, Torrent. That's a small price to pay though, considering how miserable Feraligatr Punch would be to deal with.
One of the golden rules of Pokemon battling is don't steal. Wait, actually you can steal items with Thief, and you can steal your opponent's status moves with Snatch, and you can steal stat boosts with Spectral. Okay, let me start over. One of the golden rules of Pokemon battling is don't steal your opponent's Pokemon. You can catch all the wild Pidgeotto you want, but the game won't let you throw Pokeballs at trainer Pokemon.
Well, our new move, Illegal Catch, would throw that rule right in the trash where it belongs. It would let you try and catch other people's Pokemon, and you just have to live with the fact that you stole someone else's pet. Shame on you. This move could actually be a plot point in the game. Maybe an evil team uses Illegal Catch to steal your Pokemon, and you have to go get it back from them. It wouldn't exactly be unprecedented though, considering Team Rocket tried to steal Ash's Pikachu every other week in the anime. Hey Jesse, James, you need to do better. Mind your own business. You know, I was wondering why I felt like I was missing something and why I was so tired.
You haven't had your daily caffeine,
I just bought a sugar-free Red Bull. Yeah, hold on, let me get my sugar-free Red Bull.
We've talked about type-changing mechanics on this channel before, but this next move would take it to the next level. Jack of all trades would give the user all 18 types in the game. That's an incredible combination, because not only would you get stab on every move, but you'd be immune to a ton of attacks.
The normal type would make you immune to Ghost, the ground type would make you immune to electric, and so on and so on. There are 8 types that are completely ineffective against something, meaning this move would give you 8 immunities. In fact, if a Pokemon had every type, their only weakness would be Rock. You would also resist an additional 4 types, including 16 times resistances to Grass and Bug.
You know what? Let's do some more stealing. I have stolen Elias's eyeballs.
Help.
No.
I can't hear.
Identity Thief would steal the target's typing and add it to the user's type combination. So if a Morpeko used it on a Dracovish, for example, it would become an electric, dark, water, dragon type, and Dracovish would become typeless. This one isn't necessarily the most evil gameplay-wise, but the premise of what the move actually does is morally fuzzy at best. Fun fact, stealing is bad.
Being typeless comes with various pros and cons. On one hand, you have no weaknesses, but on the other hand, you would also lose all your resistances and immunities. Typeless Pokemon also don't get the same type attack bonus on anything, so Identity Thief would reduce the target's damage output on select moves.
Swords Dance is one of the standard boosting moves. The animation in-game shows swords spawning above the user's head, and their attack is boosted by 2 stages. While Super Swords Dance would raise your attack, then you'd grab 2 of the swords and attack with them on the same turn. Usually when you use a boosting move, it's balanced by the fact that you have to spend a turn boosting, and there's no guarantee you can do that safely. This move throws that idea straight out the window.
For more videos like this, subscribe to MEPlaysGames and consider becoming a channel member for as little as 99 cents a month. You'll get to watch our long-form videos early, and you can also see exclusive content like Let's Plays and deleted scenes. Here's a little MEPlaysGames lore for you all. Both of us can solve a Rubik's Cube, and Matt can do it blindfolded. When you go to a competition, each group of competitors gets the same scrambles, which are randomly generated by a computer. That way, everyone within your group is on a level playing field. But the official scrambles aren't likely to be ridiculously easy, which means you probably won't have a big advantage over the next group that competes either. This kind of stuff is taken seriously too. World records have been nullified because the cube wasn't scrambled correctly. Our next move would randomize things in a much less fair way.
If you use evil scramble on an opponent, their game plan would go straight into the trash. This move would randomize the target's moves, ability, and typing. Want to heal yourself with recover? Too bad, you have Ember instead. Want to block rapid spin with your ghost type? Tough toenails, they're a grass fighting type now. Ready to demolish your opponent with huge power? Due to a clerical error, you have honey gather instead. Deal with it.
I just dropped my bouncy ball. Hold on. I like playing with a bouncy ball because I'm 5.
And you know what? That's fine.
Once again, this kind of thing absolutely should not exist because it would completely invalidate any strategy your opponent puts together. You probably won't get a very good set after getting hit by evil scramble either because there are a ton of moves that aren't worth using. You could get a move that's completely outclassed like stomp or branch poke, a situational status move like sleep talk or tea time, straight up awful moves like purify or synchro noise, or moves that use your lower attacking stat. The odds of getting 4 half-decent moves are not in your favor, to say the least.
Some moves hit twice, some moves hit up to 5 times, and one move even hits up to 10 times. But our move Forever Punch would have no limit whatsoever. It would just hit as many times as it takes to knock the target out. Each hit is 1 base power, which ensures that this process takes as long as possible.
Perish Song makes every Pokemon on the field faint in 3 turns, as long as they don't switch out. If you use it at the very end of battle, the winner will be whoever has the slowest Pokemon. Our move Perish Symphony would be the same, except every Pokemon on both teams would faint, even if they're not currently on the field. They'd also faint at the same time, so the battle would always end in a tie. This move would be absolutely atrocious for the game, but we don't care.
Let the record show the script says we don't care today.
We never cared. Ever. But if you get a question wrong, your save file gets deleted.
That's not what the script says.
I know, it's better than what the script says. If you were in the middle of using something like Fly, too bad, your save file was deleted.
Read the script, fool. Belly drum is such a relatable move. Anytime I use a drum set, half of my organs fail instantly.
Same.
Wow.
I know at home you guys think that this video is just for fun and it's just a joke, but we're dead serious. We think these moves should all be in Pokemon, and we're going to petition Game Freak until they put all of these moves into Pokemon for good.
We're actually in Japan right now.
We are in the Nintendo headquarters. I am talking to Sakurai right now.
Elias is trying to get Super Smash Bros. Ultimate deleted from Nintendo's eShop. Well, that's all we got for today. Leave a comment about Frogadier. If you can do a human flag, you can join our Discord server and send us a video. You can also send one by DMing us on Twitter, Instagram, or Blue Sky. All links are in the description. Consider becoming a channel member to help support us, and to check out today's deleted scenes. And as always, shoutouts to our existing members, including RGB Melody, Village Marauder, and Takora, who all joined the channel since last week's video. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to playing Balatro. Goodbye.